Hello! We all doing good today? Europe is burning, guys. Europe is burning indeed. I'm gonna do some audio checks just while we're here. Just because I need to. Okay, everything sounds fine. Genuine question. If I am too quiet, please tell me. I am using a new microphone today. So, yeah. Please do tell me if things are too quiet, because I will turn the gain off my microphone just to, hear me. Not too quiet, don't worry, okay. So, we're back in chapter 2. Yes, the temperature is that bad in Europe right now. I will tell you the temperature. You might say, this is cold, this is fine. It is currently 31 degrees. The UK is not built to handle 31 degree temperatures. Hello. We'll start now, because it's about 12 o'clock. It's past 12 o'clock. Chris, is that a knife? Why do you have a knife? As someone of the UK, I agree with you. Yeah, we call this humbling season. Oh, God. Okay, no, the stream's fine. It started stuttering, so I was worried. It's bad. Yeah, okay, I can definitely tell you're British. Okay. I'm not going to bed because that's just stupid. Yeah, UK is not built to handle 31 degrees. In the UK, we call this time of year humbling season. It is the time of year where tourists, usually American tourists, come to the UK and basically, after hearing us complain for years that, oh, it's too hot, it's 31 degrees, it's like 27 degrees, it's too hot. They hear us complain about it. And they go, yeah, they're exaggerating. It can't be that bad. They then come here and go, it's that fucking bad. It is that bad. They realize how bad it is. Anyway, we're going to the dark world. I'm gonna get the light candy. As an example of how hot it is, I'm having a drink. Also, if you hear a fan in the background, that's because I have one on. Yeah, I will put Paul for this. It has 35 degrees in your country? Yeah, but is it on an island? Where, like, humidity is also a factor. Hanging out alone. That's not how you type, you dumbass. In the closet. Oh, crap. Alright, quick poll. Not many people here right now, but you know. Is it going to be a tie? It's just only 4 people here, so I think that's going to be a tie. I think there's 5, actually. I have, like, 2 things on YouTube telling me how many people are concurrent viewers and how many people are concurrent viewers in 2 places. One says there's 5, one says there's 4. It's really fun right now in Spain, too. I imagine the entire of Europe is on fire at the minute. I love it when the polls are tied. I love it so much. I think it's great. Bum ba dum bum. Bum ba dum bum. Oh my god, someone save me. The poll has tied. I do not know. Okay, it's 5 votes. Crime has won. With 3 votes. You know, just committing crimes. Just gonna do some crimes and go to jail. forever. It sucked. That sounds, just... Have fun, you two. Oh boy, perfect timing. Perfect timing indeed. You know, I've never understood people who appreciate, like, extremely hot weather and say, you should appreciate that it's not raining. No, because I would prefer the rain. The rain does not insist upon itself like heat does. Because heat is inescapable. Whereas the rain has a simple solution. That solution is to stay inside. If you want to enjoy the rain, you can go outside and enjoy the rain. You don't want to enjoy the rain, you can stay inside. You want to enjoy the heat, go out and enjoy the heat. You want to not enjoy the heat, too bad, you have to suffer through the heat. It insists upon itself. It's like 20 degrees and raining, I couldn't imagine. How I would wish and pray to be where you are right now. We have to see this. And how is Chris doing? They're great, Tori. One of my favourite students. A real star. Oh, how wonderful. They have not been up to anything strange. No, they've been... They're normal. Well, that is relieving. I've just been... a little concerned lately. Just lately? You take it easy too, Alphys. I'm always cheering you on, alright? Thanks. Oh, excuse me. I seem to be receiving a phone call. Chris? What is it, honey? What? You are normal? Could you explain what you mean by that? Chris, don't give the phone to me. Oh, you're going to the library later? Well, thank you for telling me this time. Have a nice time. I like how she actually turned to face the other way. Can't wait for the potential thunderstorms later in the UK. It's going to dampen the mood and potentially cause the internet to go down for a bit. That'll be fun. I am not looking forward to thunderstorms later. Anyway, Lance is here. Rainy yesterday afternoon, just a day of horrid heat and humidity ended with a violent storm. It is the worst. It is not nice. I still have the, Oh, do I not have it? Oh no, he's not in here at the minute. He's in the cafe. I hate that he's here. Who died last stream? Chris and Ralsei. Hi. Take the shadow crystal. Anyway. Let us begin. Susie is the undeniable goat. No, she's a dragon, right? Okay, alright, now I need to equip stuff. There we go. Now everyone has silver cards. How nice. Unless you have near perfect dodging, you have 3 going to be miserable because of a certain night. ERAM is worse for me. Anyway, time to do some challenges. I'm actually not that bad at dodging the knight, to be fair. You forgot ERAM counted. Yeah, ERAM is actually surprisingly the only thing on the sword route that counts. Because I'm pretty sure other enemies don't, like, outright kill Chris. They just turn the game off, which means Chris is fine. So Chris hasn't died, and therefore, because Chris is fine, we just continue from there. But, like, if Eram hits me, the heart breaks, and that counts the death, so... Thank you for the $1. Ah, for God's sake. That doesn't count because they only get hit with 1 HP, right? It's 1 HP, it doesn't make a difference. Yay, alright, we're at full HP. Clover rematch, yay, topic. Defend. Number 3. Okay, well Susie's taking some damage. Topic, does sparing, like, do anything? It gets 5%, so 10% from per turn. That's not awful. Okay, this is not good. They like sports. Yay, we did it! Woohoo! Yay! Look at us go! Wow! So I go play a harder version of the night like Kai's Knight or Green Knight. I don't want to do a harder version of the night, okay? The night is easy unless I inflict like self-imposed challenges. So like, sorry for the bottle noises every now and then. I am human. I do need to drink from every now and then. The thing with self-imposed challenges is it means I have to go for the phase 3 attacks, which are notoriously hard. Whereas like for like chapter like, where it was like if I do it like normally, it's like. The only hard attack I have to go through is, like, the circle daggers. Look, guys, it's the loser who can't beat anyone. MS for combat Deltarune was more, I don't know how to put this, acceptable. Viewed as a valid story option, like, you like sparing and pacifism, but you also wish combat was more of an option. I mean, I understand that perspective, I guess. But it's not really what I care too much about. You're a smart Deltarune modder and you're gonna make your entire mod unreasonably easy in comparison to one singular attack at the very end of the fight. The problem with me, right, is that, like, there's a certain kind of fan game that I like. And that fan game is basically just, like, very narrative-driven, equal difficulty to Deltarune or Undertale fan games. I don't like things being too hard. So I'm not that good at Deltarune. I'm also just not that good on a keyboard as well. I will also join. Yay! We did it! Woohoo! You're working on a mod called That's a lot of letters. I play on console not because it's like the most accessible for me. It was at one point. Like I can play on PC now, but I used to only really have like a Switch. I didn't have a laptop for a while. So I started on console. But the reason I haven't switched off of console is the simple fact of I prefer a controller for Deltarune rather than, and for like a lot of games, rather than a keyboard and mouse. Also, you guys think it's weird how like I'm not American, so I don't know how this would work. I'm pretty sure Deltarune's set in America, or like things work in an American way, I guess. But you guys think it's weird how the school is just like open, like on a weekend as well? Like chapter 4, we can still enter the Dark Fountain in there, which is weird. I like this. The keyboard argument doesn't really work since you connect your controller to a PC. I prefer the Switch Joy-Cons. So, there's that argument. The Switch 2 Joy-Cons, like, are big enough to fit in my hands perfectly. And also, like, can't connect to a computer anyway. I can use, like, an Xbox controller, but even that's, like, messed with me sometimes, because I'm used to where the buttons are on a Switch controller. It's like we're in some kind of dark world. Also, do you guys like how I spelt the lime backwards for the profile name? That feels like it shouldn't be possible. No, that's not normal. I mean, teachers might still go there, but students being there when it's closed ain't normal. Yeah, so like, why? What? Yeah, like, I mean, I understand it would like probably mess with the pacing if they like had a whole like quest line to get school access during like a weekend. But like, it's not normal. I'm gonna throw a wire again. Wow! I'm having a good time right now. Look at me doing so well against these wires. Ow. Well, that's not the best. Yeah, so we'll just jiggle. Because it's funny. To be fair, the worse I am at this, the more worried I am when we get to the Queen boss fight. I just got like 2 classrooms. Yeah, small town. There was a like private school. Well, no, I don't know about that one, but like there was a teacher I had who then like went to a private school with like 40 kids in it. They only had 2 teachers. Like there was also like very unevenly distributed class sizes. So, like one class had like 30 kids, another had 10. It was very weird. But I mean, if you think about it, there's like only really room for like 15 students in Hometown. Again, I will always rant about the fact this goes from 4 to 3. Toby, why would you do this to me? Did I piss you off or something? Like, what are we doing here? Yay! Oh no! Throw the wire and you defend. Ha! Yeah! Why did we not just use Susie's idea at the night? Would that be an instant win? Well, no, because Susie wasn't thinking, so therefore she couldn't use Susie's idea. A requirement for Susie's idea to work is that she's thinking. Oh, that worked. Yay! Woohoo! So easy. Jiggle, jiggle, spare, defend. 239 is a good amount. Money is like so much easier once you have like 6 silver cards. Like, it's not hard to get enough money to get 12 amber cards. If Chris Room was thrown at the Roaring J night, that would simply hit them a home run because the night is obviously December Christmas night holiday and has Deltarune Bat Roaring Bat December Bat. I got into an argument in comments to my last poll over Death Knight because I was saying I believe Rudy Knight and they were like calling me stupid for it. I'm like, well, I don't understand Death Knight. Like, please explain it to me. And they didn't answer any of my questions, so that was fun. Which is what usually happens when I talk to people who believe Death Knight, is usually I ask questions because I don't understand the theory. Because I'm like, well, I mean, okay, how do you answer this thing or this thing? I usually just have people, like, not explain those things. I probably could have been nicer to the person as well. I don't think I was perfect in that argument, but, like, it's a constant cycle. I don't understand Death Knight. Someone called me stupid for not believing it. I ask questions about it, the questions don't get answered. Since when does Susie's idea require thinking? Susie doesn't think. Yeah, she thinks on occasion, right? That's when Susie's idea comes up, right? She thinks on occasion. The only time she had a thought the entire, like, game is, like, during the Titan fight and during, like, the fight against, K-Round, the second one. You guys ready for some Punch-Out? Freedom of thought is optional, you don't have a Shadow Crystal. Okay. You think the biggest thing Death Knight has going for it is the personality and baseball bat and Azrael's stars? Because so far nothing connects Rudy to those things. That is... I could argue that. So, you could make up the fact that it's possible that Rudy got Des into baseball. Because we don't really know much about Rudy or Des or their relationship, so that's a possibility. Personality, I mean, Rudy's kind of a funny guy. He would absolutely aura farm and troll the hell out of Susie, let's be real. Azrael stars, okay, fair enough on that one. That is the one I cannot explain. Mizzle from Deltarune chapter 4. I like it's spelled chapter wrong, it translates to chatter. The Pokemon move that got censored. You guys like Punch-Out? Is Punch-Out a fun game for you guys? Don't you think it's, like, really funny how, like, basically every boss that doesn't work in the normal combat way has something in that chapter that's basically a tutorial for the like, the unusual combat. So Giga Queen has that as a tutorial. Then you have, like, the mini games as sort of a tutorial for Tenor. And then you have Jackenstein's tutorial for the Titan. I think it's really cool. Well, another poll time. Yeah, I think something Toad doesn't get enough credit for is he does very good tutorials if you think about it. Okay. Bosom or perish, all vote now. You want bosom, don't we all? Don't we all? Oh, God. What is the heat doing to my mind? I feel like my brain is on fire. Somehow, despite it all, I don't feel like too... Oh my god. No, it's tied again. God. It's tied again. Why is it tied again? Oh god. Oh, crap. Oh. I know the volume of my headphones and it just like went way up. It's been a minute. The pole is tied. I can't move on until the pole is untied, guys. I can't move on. Please, someone pick another option, anyone. It says there's 10 of you here. Someone please pick another option. No, it says there's 8 of you here. What is my statistics? Why? I love YouTube. Okay, Bosom won. Scotland should not be as hot as it is. Instead, it should be illegal. It should be illegal. Bosom? It means titty. You know what it means? We're not gonna help you. Understood. Preference saying set the parish. I said bosom, you piece. Okay. You hate the Death Knight theory not because the theory is bad, because everyone that believes it acts like it's canon. Yes. 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 I hate it. Let people have their fun theorizing. It's a game. Don't take it too seriously. Everything's fine. Hi. Bye. Did I see your comment saying that Chapter 5 will have 2 Dark Worlds, which will be Asgore's Flower Shop and then Holiday House? I think it's only going to have 1. But I do think your idea is very cool. I want to make that very clear. I like your idea. I don't think it's going to happen, but I really do like your idea. Sorry, theory that Chris is the vessel. I mean, they're a vessel. They're not the vessel. We didn't make Chris, you know? It seems to be stuck. Poor cat, it's stuck. Oh my god, is that Vara come from the hit game Deltarune? Happy New Year 1997. Happy New Year to you too. It's like the end of May, but like Happy New Year, you know? A lot of people think the 2 Dark Worlds thing because of a Dark World Pine whatever in the newsletter, and like that's definitely Forgotten Man, right? That'll be in the egg room, right? Possibly. Chris, what's down here so you can spell freely? Chris, spell a swear. I don't think they can with these letters. Oh. Wait, you checked? Chris, do your best. I mean, you can. Just pretend the 2 is an S. Ice Palace is probably going to be the Chapter 6 Dark World, second Star Walker point on YouTube that Mantle Boards 1 and 2 seem foreshadowing Chapter 5 and 6 Dark Worlds. Does it though? I don't think I agree with that. What I have noticed is how, which I think is kind of cool, is how the shadow crystals are getting more and more obvious the more we go through the game, right? Because if you think about it, right? Nothing points towards Jevil aside from checking the elevator again, noticing the 6 question mark floor. Spampton at least tells you come by his shop and tells you where his shop is, so that's a hint. The knight is required to at least encounter. Gerson, I feel like, with how the story is written and how easy it is to kind of discover it, along with Deltarune pushing you to discover secrets, you'll find it. Like, most people will find it on their first try. I found it on my first try, and I hardly even look for secrets in these games. Which is a dumb way to play it. It's a Toby Fox game. It was something like the vessel wanted to be its own person and was reshaped by friendship or something. A good thing of the argument was the whole copies of monochrome, which would be a callback to the past if they were a vessel. It'd be funny if the puzzle, like, it's actually missing the one letter you actually need. I'd like to see Birdley try and solve that. Perhaps this isn't a real word, Chris. Yeah, it is. It's Icy's catchphrase. Huh? What's this meaning then? I don't know. He just rolls his eyes and froths his mouth. It says it. Or maybe that's just the muscly guy at the store. I don't know, Susie. What is it? Frick. I was up there high enough. Giz. Sure. Okay. Yeah, stop showing off, I can get it right, alright. The Chapter 5 secret boss will be Shadows McGee and will be the first character to appear in the chapter. Plot twist, the Shadow Crystal boss will be Rousey. I explore this idea in my next video, so watch that on Saturday. I don't fully explore it, but like I'll explore it more in a later video. Yay, we got the 3 blue check marks. We'll go back to the hacker guy after the fight. Also, guess what? I have to take this fight seriously because I can't do the stupid cheese strat. Egg rooms are weird. It's why whenever I'm in an egg room, all I think about is just quoting E.G.G.M.A.N. Because it's like the only good song I can think of that relates to Eggman. I should start singing Night of the Wind whenever I get to the night fight. You really want Chapter 5 to be like the Asgore's Flower Shop Dark World to Rousey development arc with Sans / Asgore boss fight closing Dark World? I have some theories and predictions about Chapter 5. You will see them in time. I have a lot of videos to work on before that one can come out, though. That didn't work. Dance, dance, everybody dance, everybody dance, everybody, everybody, everybody dance, everybody dance, everybody dance. Ba-da-dum, ba-dum. Dance, 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 everybody dance. Dance, 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 everybody dance. Dance, 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 everybody dance, everybody dance, da 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 dance, da dance, 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 everybody dance, 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 everybody dance, 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 everybody dance, everybody, everybody dance. Bam, To be fair, how they explain the chapter 5 secret boss is going to be Azrael, so close enough. You really hope Sans doesn't get another boss fight. You already got past this one through the 10-year anniversary. It's fine if he gets another one. I think it's going to chapter 5 Mega Flory-esque fight for sure in chapter... okay, I read that wrong, yeah. Yeah, there could be. You think we will see far more Titan spawn battles in the future chapters? Probably, yeah. I mean, it's not that hard to beat. Hi, just joined. Welcome. I'm reading back through chat now. Not gonna lie, Rousey vs Sans 1v1 would be unironically cool. I really hope and pray that if that happens, Toby uses the very stupid fan joke of, you tried to spare Sans, but his name wasn't Yellow. Of course my name's not Yellow, it's Sans. I hope, I pray that joke makes it in, because it is so funny. I don't care if it's stolen. It is so funny. I'm sure probably whoever made it originally would feel so honored to be credited for that joke. You're also from the UK and suffering through the heat? Yep. One of your personal annoyances with egg and shower crystals is that people think they'll be required for the good ending. Like, they're important, but, like, the secret Toby isn't that mean. Yeah, they won't be required for... I don't think they'll be... They'll unlock a secret or something, but they won't be, like, required to beat the game or, like, get the best ending. I mean, maybe they will be required for the best ending. They'll get something, though. You'll get something out of their value aside from just, like... having them, I guess. It'll all make sense. Cool. I need to buy a Mecha Saber because Mecha Saber is very important. I don't need to buy an Auto Axe and everything else is absolute trash. The Mecha Saber is like the only good weapon they sell. I mean, the Auto Axe is good if you don't get the Devil's Knife. Smorgasbord 2. Task... Oh, hold on. Actually, no, hold on. I hate Varukun the most out of these, so I'm gonna, and then petting, spare, R-action. I could just pacify, but, like, you know. Oh, God. Oh dear. Ooh dear. Did I not spare the right enemy? Oh my god. I am a dumb boy. You think Rouse will learn some attacking spells? Because when you think about it, Rouse will do a lot of damage because his magic side is very high. Yes and no. Like, I think he will. Do I want him to necessarily? Not really. For the simple reason that, hold on, no, I'll wait till before the fight. I don't want him to, for the simple reason that you will have, if you really think about it, in the party you'll have a character that does damage, a character that does damage and heals, and a character that does damage and heals, right? There'll be, like, no distinguishing features of each character, and I don't really like that. I want the characters to feel different. Like, I think Rousey should be like... I think Rousey having a healing spell isn't a bad thing, but I think you should have more supportive spells, like buffs and, like, other things. I don't think you should just be a pure healer, you know? Ah, thank God. I never quit the fiber scarf, damn. We'll use a Choco Diamond to heal Chris. You'd rather be a glass cannon than just being glass at this point. To be fair, yeah, but like I want him to have more supportive spells. Like defense buffs for like 2 turns, attack debuffs on enemies, passive healing. Like each turn you heal a certain amount, or getting hit heals back a certain amount of HP. Stuff like that. You know? I want Ralsei to stand out. Routing the chapter 2 no-hit is really fun. I can imagine it is. So this is clearly Berserker, but then Deltarune wants to make a point that expectations bad or something, so she gets a heal. I'd say Susie's more of a paladin. Like, she's a paladin disguised as the Berserker, is what she is. So I haven't read in chat. I am trying to focus on the battle because I don't want to get hit. Thirdly, 1 isn't too hard to no hit or like I guess not die on. I should say. There we go. You ever notice anything about burning eyes? I mean, they kind of do. Don't care about any of them because Noel souls everyone, even without Snowcrave. Guys, it actually feels like a Hotline of the UK right now. It really does. It really does. If that's true, you want Zeus to learn Holy Shock, otherwise no deal. It would be nice if she got more like light spells. I think it would be. I think it would also fit in line with her as well because like. Rude Buster fits part of who she is, whereas Holy Shock, I guess, as you're describing it, would also fit part of who she is. Noelle has so many powerful spells, the second she enters the Dark World, she outclasses the Delta Warriors in Chapter 2. I mean, kinda. It's just Ice Shock is cheaper than Rude Buster, that's the only reason it's better. Like, it's not, like, that much higher in damage, it's just better because it's, like... It's just better because it's cheaper, that's why. Okay, guys, very important poll right now. Who are we going with, Susie or Ralsei, guys? You missed a lot of streams last you saw you only had 1 reset due to Jevil. I would say you missed 2 then, because like a lot of those resets happened last stream. Why are we need to vote on this? It's very important, guys. It's very important. Could you imagine this choice affecting who you go to festival with? I find that very funny. Noelle feels like a superior Ralsei. Every spell she has an upgrade to Ralsei, which is weird. Well, Heal Prayer is still just as bad. The only reason it's better is because Noelle has a higher magic stat when you, like, train her up. That's, like, it's really funny. Chapter 4, Ralsei, with, like, better healing equipment, still heals less at maximum capacity compared to Noelle. Okay, Susie won the poll. Thank you all for voting. Susie said they don't want to go with us, so we're stuck on our own. Rouse doesn't even have higher HP than Noel if we compare them on respect to check level 1. Yeah. That is also a thing. She just has the Yuri power. She does indeed. That's a lot of birds. Noelle is paid to win. Her mom bought her all the game passes to be overpowered the 6 shits at the top. Carol would do that, wouldn't she? If Noelle were in chapter 1, she would be better than Rouse in every way other than Pacify. No. No, because if you think about it, right? Sleep Mist is technically better. The only time Sleep Mist is not better than Pacify is in the case of you're fighting one enemy. If you're fighting 2, it just does it both in 1 turn. If you're fighting 3, it's actually cheaper. So I would say that Sleep Mist is better than Pacify. Look at Noelle asking the normal questions. She had so much time to dodge that, by the way. Like, she walked up so slow. I am a speedrunner who likes money. Hello, I like money. Sleep Mist is twice as expensive? Yeah, but like, think about it. Pacify only works on 1 turn. If you have 2 enemies that are asleep on the same turn, you've just saved a bunch of time. Look at him eating. Carol is gassed with it. Oh my god, I don't intend this fight again. Guys, what if Noelle dies here? What happens then? Well, we've got the recruit anyway. Sleep Mist is pretty much always better, especially considering the amount of acts in chapter 1 that make all enemies tired. Yeah. I think Noelle will join the party in full at some point. Personally. Like, I think we'll have, like, 3 partners in battle at a time, but we'll have Noelle as, like, a bonus. I guess I'll fight these guys. We do hospitality, then we... how's that? Okay, that doesn't really... Okay. That's not really how I wanted that to happen. If we do take care and spare... Okay, these are very, very fast. They are very fast indeed. And we spare and defend. Look at that! Teamwork! Her dad literally owns the Roaring. She's a Nepo baby. I mean, Noelle is like part of the richest family in the entire hometown. I think the rest will definitely have a defensive spell like Fire Guard or something. Yeah, I think Rouse... I mean, I want Rouse to have an offensive spell so we can... And I want Rouse to also have, like, the supportive spells I've listed. Like, I would take the supportive spells... Like, if I had to choose one, I would take the supportive spells every day. If I could have both, I'd take both, you know? Also, I really love how Queen changed the game machine so it actually like is able for Chris to play on it. I mean, technically, Rouse can revive your characters. He can, but he doesn't most of the time. Oh yeah, regular healing also just like revives you, I guess. So there is that. Haha, Noel fell over. Look at these guys. Look at these guys doing the thing. Why are they here? I don't need tea for now. We'll get tea later. In your opinion, Kristen Attacker uses healer / tank and Rousey as support? Yeah. Because if you think about it, technically, dealing damage is pushing an objective. That objective is ending the fight. And increasing the mercy meter is a different way of dealing damage. It's like a secondary health bar. Hello. Is this easier? I don't know. Give me the bounce blade. Thank you. Did I not heal at the heal point, really? Rousey is holding back, I bet my ass. Yeah. Yeah. He doesn't need to learn new spells, he just needs to, like, actually decide, okay, I need to give this my all and take this seriously. I'm going to start using my more offensive spells. See? Sleep Mist is so much better. That would have taken 3 turns with Rousey. Hi. Give, thank you. I'm glad my new microphone's working very well, and I'm glad like no one's saying they can't hear me and that I'm talking at a loud rate, because I was worried about that. It's sort of like a, unlike the other one where like, you clamp it onto the table and like it, and like I can put it close to my face. This one just has like a gain volume, and I can like have it like sat on my table on like a small stand. So it's a lot further away from me. It's better for me personally, but like I was always worried about like it not being loud enough. Rousey, do your chapter 4 thing where you light up a room and destroy a foe and maybe heal us or something. I want a spell where Rousey uses like fire to like decrease an enemy's attack. How long is it gonna be? The story begins, but who's gonna win? Knowing the danger lies within. Aboard the Ark, a genius at heart, who wanted to unlock the mysteries of life. I am the Eggman. That's what I am. I am the Eggman. I got the master plan. I am the Eggman. That's what I am. I am the Eggman with the master plan. Gaster, do you want me to sing the song, or do you want me to just, like, do it again? Actually, if you think about it, Rousey's revive action is an R action, meaning he learned it during the Sweet Cap and Cakes fight. Fair enough. Well, yeah. No. The story begins, but who's gonna win? Knowing the danger lies within. aboard the Ark, a genius, aha, who wanted to unlock the mysteries of life. I am the Eggman. That's what I am the Eggman. I got the master plan. I am the Eggman. That's what I am the Eggman. With the master plan. It works. It works. Eggman. Oh, ow. My ankle just started hurting for some reason. I don't know why. One of the favorite jokes I've ever made is like someone was asking me like what like certain Sonic characters would be in like this. Yeah, someone's asking me like what certain Sonic characters would be in Deltarune, and like they're asking who like Eggman would be. I would say he would be the man behind the tree. He's the Eggman. Genuine question. How are we supposed to solve this puzzle without Noelle? Like, if we had Susie or Rousey here, how the hell we get past this? Guys, I have a theory Noelle likes Susie. I mean that seems a bit far-fetched. I don't know about that one, bro. Jump. Where's the jump button? We have to pull on it. Alright, there's a poll. Toby Fox would never be woke. Sure. By having Susie throw Rousey over the electric beam? Yeah, but we were only going to go with one of them, so like we wouldn't have the other one. To be fair, Susie could throw Chris over it. Yeah, no, yeah, alright. Susie could pass it. I don't know how Rousey, but oh no, Rousey floats, that's fine, yeah, no. Okay. We've answered the question, right? Chris cannot solve it on their own, but Noelle, Susie, and Rousey with Chris could easily solve it. Fair enough. I have a meme of Toby Fox saying there are no LGBTQ characters in any of my projects. There's literally almost a lesbian kiss in Undertale. Actually, no, wait. There is a lesbian kiss in Undertale. Because in the credits scene, Undyne kisses Alpha. It's on the cheek. But it's clearly a romantic gesture. It's not a romantic jester. It's not Jevil, but romantic. The romantic jester. Okay, 10 votes. Cheese Touch wins. What's a lesbian? Romantic Jevil theory, exactly. Trap 1, spare. How bad's it gonna be? Oh, we're doing this again, are we? I'm the biggest bird. Ah, this is gonna be a fun one, isn't it? Left, right, left, right. Ah, frick. Guys, I think I suck at this. Yay, we got him. Ah, frick. How? How is that just one? Trap 1 and spare. Oh, we're doing this now, are we? Okay. Ah, thank God. I am bad at catching the mice, okay? You still say that Asgore and Toriel could mend their relationship? They're not going to be more than friends by the end of this. Like, I mean, there is no way in 2 to 3 days you can take your relationship from divorce to fixed. It's not going to happen. Lime Crow plays challenge room where in order to spare the mice you have to trap them. Yeah, that'll be fun, won't it? L. Like this. It's the same puzzle every goddamn time. Am I a dumbass? Birdly 2 might actually be the next roadblock. I have considered it to be the second roadblock of this, because Birdly 2 is only hard because of Noel's HP. And I stand by that. Uh-oh. That is a bird. The smallest bird. If it weren't for the fact that I didn't want to, like, actually kill him, this would be, like, actually not that bad. Oh, God. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. We're gonna heal. With a Choco Diamond. Look at all these guys. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Oh, dear. With Birdly, we will play dumb. With Noelle, we will sleep mist. Look at that! God frickin'. I need to stop being so ass. How much does the Hearts Donut do on Noelle? Jesus! Okay, well we might be stuck. We have a spare club sandwich if need be. I am very worried about this next attack. I'm just gonna like, heal up. Oh, that is like awful. Oh dear. Oh no. Okay, this is not good. Hold on, what if we just like... What if I actually just do this? Play dumb. Have I tried dodge it? Wow. Thanks. Very, very nice. Somehow, some way, We did that. Also, yes, I am stealing Noelle's royal pin. Because she doesn't need it, right? So, I have justified this before, right? The watch is hers. You leave the watch on her. It's a respectful thing to do. Okay? Because that is her property, right? The royal pin was a gift. It means nothing in the light world. Noelle won't even remember it. So we can just take it for ourselves. She doesn't need it. We'll give it back to her if she wants it later on in the game. But right now, she doesn't need it. She is fine with just the silver watch, right? Because, like, look, if we give her back the royal pin, Queen gave this to me. You're just preventing poor Noelle from accidentally summoning a tired. Exactly. Exactly, right? The watch is her property. I don't touch that unless I'm being evil, right? In the weird route, I take it because it's the weird route. I do not care in the weird route. Morals get thrown out the window. I do what benefits me in that route. I am very selfish when I play the weird route. Chris, don't hit the cars. Okay. I will not hit the cars. I am in the process right now of not hitting the cars. Stop everything! Chris, get the banana! Banana, Chris! Chris! Get the banana! Get the banana! That's him! Guys, isn't this so cool? So cool. 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 I love doing that. It's so stupid and so funny. You know Queen sells cleaning products? Enlarge yourself. Oh dear. Oh dear. Guys, I'm worried. Oh, I'm a bit less worried now. I am now very worried. I am very worried now. Everything's fine. I am still worried. Yay, we beat him! How easy! You locked yourself out of Spamtonio by beating him up Spamtonio in your first playthrough. Yeah, I've heard people say they did that. Thankfully, I didn't lock myself out of Spamtonio in the first playthrough. Didn't fight Spamtonio because didn't know where it was or how to find it. God damn, that car has a very good Paul McCartney impression. It's the dumbest joke that I ever make. Yeah, I still do it. Oh yeah, no, I can just jump. Look at my dumbass thinking she couldn't. Stamped and pissed you off so you beat his ass. He's not that bad, is he? Ugh. Hydration's very important, guys. Make sure to stay hydrated on this hot day. So I guess I'll speak about this now. This is the last stream of the week. Because I will not be at my recording setup for the rest of this week. The next stream you will get from me will be next Wednesday. Just to let you all know. But I do have a video coming out this week as well, so you still have some content from me, so you don't need to worry about that front. It's 8 degrees Celsius for you right now. That is a lot better than me. It is currently... I will check again what the temperature is, because I've checked... I checked the start of the stream. We'll check again now. It is still 31 degrees. It is too hot. Apparently it's going to cool down tomorrow. Yeah, sure it is. I don't know if you can hear it, but I have the fan on just blowing air at me at the minute because it's the only thing that's going to keep me, like, not from overheating. Okay. Remember, guys, you all have a chance at redemption here. Pick the right option. Do not disappoint me. You all have a chance at redemption. So far, so good. Yes. Yes. His name is Ralsei. Don't spell it like that. 8 votes, 7 votes, 8 votes. This is good. This is good. This is very good. I am happy with this. No one gets to decide who I give it to. It has to be Birdley. It does not have to be Birdley. Okay? Everyone has voted. I am ending the poll. I will say now, congratulations. You have all redeemed yourself. I am very proud of you right now. Huh? You're giving it to me? Chris, I've never gotten a gift like this before. I'm sorry. I'm so happy. I don't really know what to say. Thank you, everyone. You got T rank on both boards when you gave it to Birdley. That was a skill thing. That had nothing to do with the other plush two, right? She is our enemy! I will also join. Gay ass dear. She's looking inappropriately. Guys, it's time to cancel Noelle. Noelle, I remember your enemy. I like how technically you kept the theme of that being the wrong your. TLDR of what I was saying, Friend is basically Gaster for Deltarune theories, but much worse. Oh god, yeah, because like, at least with Gaster there was like decent lore there, whereas with Friend it's just a creepy cat. And a bunch of stuff that people made up. Noelle stares at the... No. I'm not reading that. What if never mind? Is Noelle looking at Susan? No, doesn't your mother teach you to... You don't look at people... To be fair, she looked at Queen a lot worse. If we're being real. Like, that moment where, like, Queen is, like, doing the splits above Noelle, and Noelle's just looking up. What do you think she's looking at? You don't look there. That's very inappropriate, Noelle. Avoid. And defend, because I can't really, like, do anything about this time. For God's sake. Avoid. Defend. See, this is much easier. This is much easier to dodge. Noelle stares at the charging port. Is it the charging port, or is it, like, a USB connector? Because, like, my laptop has, like, a bunch of stuff. Which hole was it? Wow. We literally dodged every single hit there. What if I just upgraded them all? No joke, this is like so much easier to deal with compared to catching the mice. It's unreal. Yay! We did it! Can we talk about something else? We can. Time to play one of the best mini games in all of Deltarune. Also, I don't know why, but I think I've broken my ankle. Like, it is in a lot of pain whenever I move it. Upgrade people, upgrades. So what's my thoughts on Andrew Cunningham's recent ink theory? I have not seen it. I don't really look at other Deltarune theories for the simple reason of it's what I cover, and I don't want to be like influenced by other people and sort of steal their theories without realizing it. What purpose Susie even serves in this? Keeping the lightning bolt up. You know what? Fine, I'll voice the betrayal. You said I could trust you! You said you were a gamer! Perdley, I only play mobile games. Nah! Oh, God. Queen made an error. Because Ralse is not a variable she often recognizes. I can't wait for the next video to come out so you guys can all see a bunch of my observations about Deltarune. Oh, yeah. Hi, Lancer. It's your time to shine. Why a laptop plays mobile games? I'm pretty sure you can get mobile games on PC. Also, she's a mom. She plays Candy Crush. It's 2 pixelated tutorials playing the piano. From search query, video game piano tutorial. That's funny. I think the Japanese version they changed to 1. Which was even funnier. Queen is still a gamer even though she only plays mobile games. Yeah. I mean, I think it all depends on, like, how you classify yourself, if you're a gamer or not. Like, you can play any game and still call yourself a gamer, right? You installed an Android emulator on PC, the voucher of Mario Kart Tour did not work. I've never installed an Android emulator, so I would not know how to fix that issue. Android emulators lag a lot on my laptop, you don't know why it gets overheated in like an hour. That's concerning. Look at us, guys. We can solve puzzles. Aren't we all so clever? Also, her name's not Susan. Guys, look. It's hell. Let's not taunt him for once. Queen makes Candy Crush mods for her. For her, she can have more levels on Candy Crush. To be fair, Candy Crush you can play on PC. I'm pretty sure there are like versions of it you can play on PC. Again, reminder. Whoever picked this as a spelling bee word is insane. Why? You love Deltarune? Deltarune's a very good game. You know, it's so funny when you're playing Deltarune and find out, like, what parts of the text, like, Toby thought was so important, didn't want you skipping it at all. Like, usually it's reserved for, like, very specific cutscenes and, like, lore dumps, I guess. But, like, the fact that Sue's opinion of Birdley not being able to get any worse is one of the things Toby thought was very important to ensure we didn't skip, I think is very funny. What if algorithm generated these words and December was a coincidence? First of all, let's think, right? This is probably done back in, like, the 2010s, maybe 2020s, depending on when exactly this game takes place. Because we know that Deltarune takes place at the bare minimum of October 2020. I did a whole video on that. Well, a short, but, you know. I doubt they probably use an algorithm. They probably pre-selected the words, because like, it's a professional competition, you know? Toby wants you to know that Susie thinks Birdley sucks. Birdley does suck. I have a lot of money. I'm gonna save buying most of this for that. I'll buy a big shot bow tie because I need one at least. I will need to buy a bunch of tea. Hold on. The fact you can sell at a cafe is weird. Put all this away. You have a very special place reserved for you. Because that glow shard right there is very important for fighting Tenor, okay? Very important. Keep all these, because that heals good. I'll bring another club sandwich with us, because we need that bit. Birdly is a fart smeller. What? Tenor reacts to the glow shot? He doesn't. But we have a tradition on this channel where, because of a theory I made called Tenor's Nose Theory, which theorized that Tenor's Nose is the glow shard, there is a tradition we have Chris show him the glow shard, and we say, "Got your nose." It's a very important thing that we do on this channel. Nope. Bam, 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 bam. 9's fine. What would y'all think theories of Chapter 3 would have been like if Chapter 4 was released a week or two after instead of right with Chapter 3? We would have all screamed. We don't need Mike. Mike. Oh, wait, hold on. Do I buy 2? Yeah. Hello. Infinite loop of Chris is evil and Chris is misunderstood. Yeah. The thing about... Okay, so you want to know another reason why I hate Death Knight? Because we've been covering this the whole stream. Another thing is, right? Think about what the biggest theory has been at the end of each chapter, right? End of chapter 1, everyone's like, Chris is evil, Chris is possessed by Kara, Chris is going to destroy everyone. Very stupid theory with hindsight. But, like, with what we knew from Undertale, that kind of made sense, okay? But it turned out wrong. Chapter 2, most popular theory, Chris is the Knight. It's very undeniable because they made a Dark Fountain. Why would they make a Dark Fountain again if they weren't the Knight? But then come Chapter 3, turns out that's wrong. So then why are we so insistent that we're right on Death Knight? That's like the thing that pisses me off. Like, we might be right, but like, we shouldn't act so smug about it, you know what I mean? Death Knight has like very good evidence. I mean, you can say that, but I would argue a lot of the death evidence I've seen is basically just like trying to make up stuff to explain away things. So, like, I usually ask questions like, how would Des get around the light world? And then people say, oh yeah, no, she just, like, teleports between, like, closets and stuff, and that's how she does it. And I'm just thinking, like, well, I mean, that's an explanation, there's no evidence towards that. I will say that, like, the baseball theming, the antlers, and some other stuff is also, like, pretty good evidence. Again, like, also the Azrael stars are good evidence. But, like, it's not as clear canon. Personally, I do think it's Rudy as well. At least Rudy's a grieving father. Yeah, exactly. I believe Rudy Knight more than anything. You don't mind any Knight theories, but you'll keep believing Solus, Knight theory, and Chris and Knight are closely related. Again, that's fine. I do not mind people who believe Death Knight and then don't act smug about it and then act like they're going to be 100% right and everyone else is an idiot. I don't mind those people, because those people you can have a discussion with. What if she's just that in the light world? She's still a black shape-shifting mess. That's the only way she could have dragged Undyne to the bunker. Yes, but, like, wouldn't people notice that? Like, you would think people would notice the fact that some very strange creature is walking around hometown. Okay, that didn't work as well as I wanted it to. I don't want to talk too much about, like, why I believe Rudy Knight, because I have a full video coming out in, like, 3 weeks-ish regarding that. I say 3 weeks at, like, the most. Like, I might be able to get it out sooner, but, like, I don't want to make promises, you know? Like, what do you mean someone can just shapeshift in the Dark World and just return to their original shape in the Light World? Shadow Crystal BS. That's how I describe it. It's America, you bet they'd have made a statue of the town crit. Probably. You found the moss. Heck yeah. I know there's moss here. It's totally neat too. Wait a sec. Chris? Were you saving this for me? Guess even you've got your good moments. It's almost like they have some sort of force that messes with their body, like some kind of illness or something. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. People, like, rule off Rudy Knight because he's sick. It doesn't make any sense. But, like, we don't know how sick he is or what's caused his sickness. Could very well be that making dark fountains makes you sick. Ah, yes! Ah, frick. I could have waited a bit more to have a good angle on that, but whatever. Oops. Yay! You think it's anything like, what is the change that nobody is seeing? So, what is the change that nobody is seeing? Someone holding a cup over their shoulder and nobody seeing anything? I mean, yes, it was night, but still. Again, like, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of stuff. He's literally in bed, unable to go home. I don't think he's the kind of person to be able to fight us in the same way Knight does. My argument for that is that the Dark World makes you a lot more powerful. Like, there's magic and stuff, and also, like, if you actually analyze the Knight fight in a certain way, you'll notice that, like, the Knight gets progressively weaker as the fight goes on, almost like they're struggling to keep up. You think Rui's illness could be a determination extractor on a human soul, because what the hell is even Gift Drop? It's the only character in Intel that references determination extracts other than Omega Flowey. It's clearly connected to the holidays. I mean, it could be, it might not be, necessarily. You like to think Rudy is powerful in the Dark World because of the strong exterior it puts up? Yeah. I mean, I've analysed before that characters' spells in the Dark World reflect their kind of personalities in the Light World. Like, Noelle has Ice Shock because she's a holiday. And, she also has Healing Magic because she wants to, make Rudy a lot better. Also, all the Night flavor text is, like, vaguely related to the sick. I have not read a bunch of the Night's flavor text, to be honest with you. You know what would be so funny? I would actually find it hilarious if the Knight was Rudy, because I wouldn't act all smug about it. Well, I would try not to anyway, because I'll just... If it turns out Rudy is the Knight, I want to be the kind of person who just looks at it and goes, well, yeah, if you throw enough darts at a dartboard enough times, you'll eventually hit a triple 20. Like, any of us could have predicted Rudy Knight. It's just... I so happen to be one of the people who did. Like, there is no shame in being wrong about a theory. The fun of theories is... Well, half the fun of it is being wrong. You don't know why people think it's so weird that Knight is being helped by other people? I think it's weird that people think that's weird. Because, like, if you think about it, we know that Chris and the Knight are working together. And because of just basic logic and the fact that we don't want to overcomplicate Deltarune's plot, we can assume that because Chris and Carol are working together, they're part of the same group as the Knight. Because having Chris be a three-way agent, it just is, like, so far out there. So it makes sense to, like, you know, when making your Knight theories, to assume that at bare minimum, Chris and Carol are working with the Knight. Yeah, Carol can definitely carry Undyne. I'm sorry, but, like, if she can wield that giant katana, she could carry Undyne. The only two people I think are capable of carrying Undyne that distance are Carol and Asgore. Where Rudy get a sword from, like, we see he doesn't need any walking sticks, so I don't know. To add to that point, I will just put in the fact that Queen was guiding Noelle to make a dark fountain with a pin. I don't think the object needs to be that big. It's like anything decently sharp. Stab it into the ground, you can make a dark fountain. To reset the game or the chapter? The game. So if I die at any point, we start from chapter 1. Also, black knife is so it could just be like a surgical knife. The hospital lady would definitely have be on it some way, so she could have given it to him. I've been saying that for a while. The hospital lady's probably in on it, but I've started sort of trying to explain Rudy Knight without having as many characters in it as possible, because a lot of people discredit it, saying Asgore's not involved, even though there's evidence to suggest he is. So I've just said, alright, okay, we'll do it bare minimum. To the point where you cannot reject what I'm saying, right? How this still works if we assume the bare minimum. Make as few assumptions as possible and try and do it that way. Also, that's not a switch to the DS. Alright, it's time, guys. Potential roadblock number 3. Asgore seems reluctantly involved, similar to Chris. Yeah, I can see that. It is time for major roadblock number 3. Wrong room. There we go. $1 dark dollar. So worth it. Zoop. And a zoop. And a zoop. What's gonna happen in chapters 5, 6, and 7? Probably just like lore. I don't want to fully answer that yet because I'm gonna put a video out at some point. I'm working on a video covering predictions I'm gonna have for chapter 5. So I do respect your question, but I for like reasons that are gonna become clear later, I don't want to answer it now. Just so that video is still like a surprise to people. Shit. 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 Shit! Ah! Then the world was covered in darkness. Hey, have you heard of the indie game called Undertale? No. Never heard of it. Never played it, never streamed it, never made any content on it, never heard of that game. Well, I'm going to chapter 2, just delete the save file, okay? I'm not continuing from there. Alright, I will just say now, someone just give me 3 numbers. between, like, give me 3 single-digit numbers. Darkness Falls still play chapter 2. I thought playing chapter 1. No, I can play in chapter 2. 3, 9, and 1. 2, 3, and 5. 2, 3, and 1. 4, 7, and 6. One, 1, and 1. Okay, I'm gonna go with I'll go with 2, 3, and 1. Okay, we'll see what we get. 2, 3, 1. That's all right. That's a good one. Yeah. Yeah, I accept that. That's a decent one. Right. I would poll on this, but like, yeah. There was a 2, 3, and 5 option, so we'll do 2, 3. Oh, there's only 4. We'll do 5 when we get next option to do it. We'll do 4 from there. 5. How do I feel? Fear. Name the vessel. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. What do I name the vessel? Seriously, how would someone who is sick be stronger than someone who isn't in the dark world? I'm struggling around. Just, it makes sense to me. Okay, Rude Knight makes sense to me. Gangster. I'm not naming it that. Why should I name the vessel Gangster? Sands. Oh, name your oh, okay. So I was naming your vessel. Y-O-U-R. Where's V? Oh. Oh, so you don't give me... Like, alright then. Fine, Gaster. We named it your mum. What's my name? My name is your worst nightmare. Name. It translated do vessel because you spelled it with one L to happy birthday. It's not my birthday. It's a beautiful day outside. Hold on. Hold on. Before we jump into bed, it's a beautiful day outside. Birds are singing. Flowers are blooming. On days like these, kids like you should be going to the festival. Sleep. Now everyone's saying happy birthday to me. I don't know how I feel about this. Name the vessel Rude. Next time, maybe, if I remember. God, I can't wait for people to come in and see that like we're in chapter 1 again and go, damn, what the hell happened? Who killed you? Who decided that heat was a good thing? Rude E. I'll call it Rude Buster. That dang friend inside us did it again. So, to those of you who are new here, don't you think it's oddly suspicious how we have a box with 2 antennas on the top, and in the middle, where the nose would be, there's a very strange glowing shard? It's almost like it's foreshadowing for a major boss in Chapter 3. It means Tenna is the... Tenna's not the knight. Tenna's just got a pointy nose. It's a glow shard. What if that dust was meant to be the nose? No, that's just Tenna's hair. Tenna twin theory. No, it's Tenna's nose theory. Tenna's nose is the glow shard. You can't convince me otherwise. How am I dodging these, by the way? Some of those should have hit me. Tenna hair theory confirmed. Yeah, he stole his hair from Spampton, didn't you know? Like, Spampton got it back in the divorce, but before Tenna had hair, and Spampton was bald. I thought this was pretty common knowledge. I mean, you can't get one in Chapter 4, so it makes sense. Yeah, you can get one in Chapter 2. Queen's met Tenna. You can get an infinite amount in Chapter 3 because Tenna needs them to keep his nose normal. He has a nose drawer. Guys, do I do the Ralsei thing again? It's a new stream, I'll do it again. We'll do the very detailed, serious reading of the prophecy, okay? Once upon a time, a legend was whispered among shadows. The Hedgehog. It was a legend of hopes and dreams. It was a legend of light and dark. This is the legend of Deltarune. For millennia, light and dark have lived in balance, bringing peace to the world. But if this harmony were to shatter, a terrible calamity would occur. The sky will run black with terror, and the land will crack with fear. Then, her heart pounding, the earth will draw her final breath. Only then, shining with hope, 3 heroes appear at World's Edge. A human, a monster, and a prince from the dark. Then Gandalf the Grey, and Gandalf the White, and Monthpath, and then the Holy Grail's Black Knight, and the Mr. Mussolini, and the Blue Meanie, and Cowboy Curtis, and John B. the Genie, Robocop, Terminator, Captain Kirk, the Darth Vader, Lopan, Superman, every single Power Ranger, villain, Les Preston, and Theodore Logan, Spock, the Rock, Doc Ock, and Hulk Hogan. Today, the Fountain of Darkness. The geyser that gives this land form stands tall at the center of the kingdom. But recently, another fountain has appeared on the horizon. And with it, the balance of light and dark begins to shift. I love doing that. You tried drawing a very tall skeleton ex-Elder God OC for the Deltarune idiots, and you got carried away and accidentally made what may be the Eye of Sauron. How do you keep doing things like this? Magic. God damn it. You know what's so nice? The fact that the damage here isn't that number, it's just 57 instead. That's a nice number. Isn't it weird how this calls the second hero a monster, meaning it doesn't technically have to be a girl? Weird difference between the legend and the actual prophecy. Kind of. I mean, maybe Rouse just want to be inclusive, you know? What's wrong with inclusivity? Yes, we have to fight every boss. This counts as a boss technically. It's a unique enemy that you only fight once. Let's try spells. Let's try spell. Let's try spell. Let's try spell. Let's try spell. Let's try spells. Let's act. Hug the Rouse. Why not? I'm feeling generous. Let's spare. 57 is nice, but it represents the chapters to come and bears no resemblance to anything else. Exactly. I can't handle anything. I feel pure fear right now. We're on attempt 6. And we've only made it to Eram once. Also, I'm going to probably die to Jevil coming up soon, so I hope you guys are ready for that. How about no? I'm not reading that number out. It's so nice that my chat hates that number. Bam bam, bam bam, bam 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 bam. Yippee! Hello. Why does it translate hello to it? I don't know. X-Flatter. What if I just defended a bit more? Maxed out that TP bar, you know? You know what would be, like, horrible? Is if after all this, we get past, like, the night and Eram and everything feels good and then I somehow lose in Chapter 4. I am genuinely convinced we are going to get Chapter 5's release before I finish this challenge. That's how unconfident I am about this. You love getting 3 ads in a row fully of Arabic. I don't know why that's happened to you. Chris again? Yeah. Teacups. Only one of Chris's deaths have been has actually been because they've died to something that anyone could have died to. Like, 2 of them have been Chris-only incidents. Da, ba, 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 da, da, da. By the way, Ralsei says something he would never say in chapters 3 and 4. He tells Susie that sometimes proceeding will take all three of us. Those words will never come out of Ralsei's mouth again after chapter 3. Do you think I'd do a Deltarune Nuzlocke? How would that work? He said something funny, but it's either getting flagged or YouTube's annoying checklist happening again. I have live chat on, so I should see every message. So I don't know what's happening. I should have healed before this. I really should have. You just realized in a week, Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4, 10-year-old. Yep. Sure do. He sends it now and through. Chris is quite good at getting themselves censored to hopefully unflag this chat. When left alone, the moral of the story, don't get teens to their own device. Okay, yeah, no. I know what you said. Okay. Why is YouTube doing this? It's so stupid. Also, hello. Hi. They are warned. They are flattered. And now we spare and defend. The 25 Dark Doll is very important. Alright, I'll see you later. Am I going Jevil? Yeah, I have to fight every boss. The rules for the challenge is in the description if you want to read through them. Why does Susie's magic stats suck? Because Susie's not used to using magic. Hello. You're freaked. You say that. I've gotten past Jevil twice so far. Oh, so why did I do that? No, I meant to come here. Thank you. There, Ralsei's build will not change until chapter 2 from now, aside from the weapon. But Noelle will also not used to magic, and she got a great magic stat. Yeah, but the difference between Susie and Noelle is that Noelle wants to be a healer, whereas Susie wants to do big damage. So, because of that, they have different attributes in the Dark World. Who did Rousey die to? Rousey has died to Jevil twice. Chris has died once to Eram, once to Jevil, once to the teacups. Susie is yet to fall because Susie's just that good. Is the reset from chapter 1 or the chapter you're in? Chapter 1. It's implied that attack is the same across both worlds. Is it? Because I'm pretty sure Chris' attack is like lower in the light world than it is in the dark world. Can we dodge the pond men? We cannot. Just don't get hit. Good. Hold on now. Good night. Defend. I got all the way to Eram, that's impressive. Yeah, Eram is the reason I'm doing this challenge. I want to beat Eram without ever having to, like, have the healing items. That's why I'm doing this. Well, it is time, once again, for the usual poll. The poll that basically happens every single run, because nothing early on is actually ever going to hurt me. Okay. What are we calling ourselves, chat? And it's tie again. It's always a tie. Oh, it's not a tie at the minute. Both hospital rooms have star wallpapers and desk rooms have stars too, so really could associate stars with desks as this kind of memento. Yeah, I guess. Chris at stat in the light world is 10, stays at 10 in the dark world. Yeah, for chapter 1. Chapter 2 it goes up. Why is the poll tied? It's not tied at the minute. I'm gonna end it now. While it's not tied. Congratulations, Fun Gang. You somehow won. Not the Fun Gang. Yes, the Fun Gang. Yes! Okay. Time for boss number 1. This thing that only has 3 attacks and makes an illegal move. That's not a legal move in checkers. All pieces in checkers move diagonally. You cannot move a red piece from a black square onto a red square. It's illegal. Boom. Nope. Oopsies. No. Get that number off the screen. Get the number off the screen. Get it gone. Get it gone. Get it gone. Get it. Go away. Go away. Go away. Okay, thank God. Did Spampton get me? No, the teacups did. That's why it's Chris that's died, not Rousey. Guys, I have a Deltarune theory. My Deltarune theory is that the Holiday family don't like Azrael and don't want Azrael to be with Des. And Azrael is very similar looking to Rousey, because both of them are femboys. And therefore, that's why the people with Shadow Crystals attack Rousey the most. It's because they don't like him. What was that about the Chris counter being the Ian counter? Okay. Right. The Chris counter still went up in a Chris exclusive thing, right? So it's fine. Jaro J got to... Oh no. Don't compare me to them. I took a dig at one of their theories in the video that's coming out this week. Basically saying how if you think that the player is a free entity, you're setting yourself up for some very bad takes, because that's just not true. Still no image of Mario. No. I didn't download one. Welcome back. How's the weather treating you? Ralph says the Shadow Crystal counter when the Chris counter is the Chris exclusive one. To be fair, Chris has died once to Jevil. Chris had... to be fair, I think Chris had Rousey's health bar at that point. Which makes it even funnier. I don't know if they did, to be fair. They might have had... Yeah, I can't remember anymore. And Susie. Susie just doesn't die. Susie's immortal. Also, if Susie dies in the story, I will genuinely put the death counter up for her for this challenge. Headcanon Papyrus is still in college and Deltarune has in his roommates with Azrael. That's a decent theory. Theory, Onion Sam will appear in a Dark World having a different interaction if you interact with them in Chapter 1 and 2. Theory, Onion San is Death reincarnated. Believe it or not, that is a theory that has evidence to it. How come Chris and Rousey are the only ones to fall? I don't know. Ask Sans, he knows a lot about falling. Guys, do you like layering issues? Because I like layering issues. Headcanon Papyrus is still in... Oh, I read that already. I'm forgetting what I'm reading out and not. Thumbnail is accurate? Exactly. It's very accurate. Hello everyone who's just joining. You just played off, I don't know what that is. Yay! Oh. Yeah, I'm a dumbass, alright. Oops. Okay. Time to fix the cake. You need to read the manual twice and spare clover. Yeah, but I like the TP. You're thinking of roasting? Okay, I'm not reading that. Did you know that Spampton's an acronym of tampons? So it's an acronym of postman, so do with that what you will. How did I... Okay. I have more questions for that one than anything. Take the cake. $63, yay! I was actually, yeah, I mixed up words, and I know what they are. I'm just not thinking because the heat is getting to me. I have a fan blowing just in my direction to try and keep me cool. It is not working as well as I want it to because I don't want to put it on a setting too high because I don't want you guys to hear it. Okay. Okay. Wait, make it for weapon. Hi. We took your cookie. What? Okay. You don't get why it's so hot in the UK? Humidity. Because we are an island nation, the heat feels hotter than it would in other places. It's also the fact that like a lack of air conditioning in the country, so like you just feel the heat constantly. You can't escape the heat. The only places you can escape the heat are like supermarkets and stuff, and that's like still. Why do I do this to myself? Because I like hell. $34 degrees Celsius, 25% in humidity in London. Yeah. It gets hot here. We are a country that is built for colder climates. All our houses are made of bricks. Many homes in northern Spain, 26 degrees Celsius, 6% humidity. Okay, but you have aircon though. And is your infrastructure built to handle heat? That's usually what it is. It's like if you throw the sun at the Arctic, the polar bears will drown. You know what? Am I doing the poll again? Why not? Okay. We know how this is gonna go, but why not? Let's do the poll again. Let's do this. Surprisingly, last time we didn't make a full duck, so it might not happen again this time. You spelled flame wrong, and it translated to hunger. Oh my god. Damn, people really like the laser, huh? I will end the poll when it reaches 1 minute. Because that makes sense. Bam. Bam 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 bam. Laser jet is jet the best head. I think in speedruns they use the flame head because it does more damage. Laser is good. Surprised Duck is at first. So am I. Laser wins. Body. Yes, we are doing this for all parts. It's not how you spell plane. It's not how you spell wheel. That is how you spell tank. And that is how you spell duck. Okay. Tank for gun stance. I mean, maybe you guys just like guns a lot. Okay. Which stats does laser increase? I think it increases cool and yeah, cool and guns is what it increases. Guys, don't tie the pole. I don't know what I'll do if the pole's tied. Bum 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 bum. Oh no. Oh no, the poll's tied. Oh no, someone vote. Someone please vote for one of the two winning options, please. Please, I can't deal with. No! Oh no, Duck's winning, no! Oh no. There's two people here. Vote tank. Please vote tank. Please vote tank. Please vote tank. Someone's voted tank. Someone's voted tank again. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This is not good. This is not good. Hot take: Duck is overrated. It's funny. Let people have their fun. Oh no. So plane and wheel are out. I might have to do a second poll with just tank and duck, see what wins. You wasn't supposed to vote tank. Okay, well, vote duck. Well, tank's won. Somehow. Okay. Which one of these is guns? So that would be tread. Tread is guns. You know, you're meant to vote tank. So, well, I mean, tank still won. It's fine. Sneak is lively and cute. Wheels is hot and cool. And then Tread is guns and elegant. Damn, you all want guns, okay? Message received. Chat likes guns. I don't know why chat likes guns, but chat likes guns. Ba 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 bam. 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 Sneak looks adorable. To be fair, it does. Duck also looks nice. Why do the wheels move like that? I think Tread's gonna win, guys. We'll keep it fair, leave it until a minute. Because that's just nice. It's respectful to people. They heal in reverse and we love them. Oh my god. Don't worry, Chris, it heals in reverse! The Tread is setting in. Alright, 11 votes total, 64%. That's a nice number. Alright, colours. Red. Yellow. Green. Fun Gang. Can agree Britain's feeling like Nevada. Green is somehow winning. Why orange and green in protest of the weather? Or like Ireland? Okay, it's tied between green and the Fun Gang right now. Your vote could change that. Oh dear. Okay, well, I was about to say green's winning, but it's just tied with the Fun Gang again after 2 more votes. We're going to be here for a while, aren't we? Up. Yep. Okay, we have a leader at the minute. It keeps changing. Okay, I'm going to end the poll now. With 5 votes out of 10. Fun Gang wins once again. That's about right. This is Fun Gang colours, by the way. Blue head, purple body, green legs. Chris, Susie, Rousey. It's what I colour my thrash machine in like every time. The only time I didn't do this is when I was playing a Chris only challenge and I coloured it all blue. Anyway, I hope you guys are here, ready to hear me say the line with my new microphone settings. Taylor suggestion: what non-Deltarune characters are most likely to have a freedom theme? They could. That would be a question for her to include in that, though. These birds are pissing me off. I'm the original Star Walker. I have no idea how that sounds, by the way. My microphone now has a gain setting, so I can make the actual, so I can like boost it so heavy. I will sing it again. Yeah. No. The story begins, but who's gonna win? Knowing the danger lies within. aboard the Ark, a genius at heart, who wanted to unlock the mysteries of life. I am the Eggman. That's what I am the Eggman. I got the master plan. I am the Eggman. That's what I am the Eggman with the master plan. I had to do it. Rearrange and spare. Oopsies. Yeah, they have a lot of attack. Be prepared to have to do this sort of thing again in case of a good Christian boy achievement being added. What do you mean? Also, Deltarune doesn't have achievements unless you're on unless you're on PlayStation, so. These birds are pissing. Good Christian achievement, an achievement in Faith and Holy Trilogy where marathon mode must be completed, best ending achieved without dying. That sounds horrible. Also, I'm not gonna ever get every achievement in Deltarune. In a game where you die in one hit. If you die in the game, you die in real life. Kind of thing. Guys, look, it's the pissing birds. That should not work. But it does. The birds, just like quiet people, piss. They certainly do. You guys like there's a tuna can for the treads? Hell yeah, no hit. Woohoo. Chris is quiet people piss. Birds are pissing. Chris is related to birds because this birdcage is canon. Is that a curdly shipping you're doing right now? Those were really hard. The last one doesn't give you 10 whole points. Such as this fortune boss in the path of the golden end. Sounds like hell. Sounds not fun. Yeah, Chris, that's fine. Actually, okay, that's fine. I'll do the poll for how we're gonna beat Jevil. Because it's interesting. Birdcage, because Birdley and Chris is the cage with human soul and parts. Yeah, that's a decent ship name, actually. Better than Curdley. That's kind of a fun thing to do with shipping. Make fun ship names, you know. Don't just like mash the two names together. Make fun ship names. Have fun with it. Yay! Okay, I'll start the poll up now, just so we have an answer by the time we actually get to the point where I can first access Jevil. Devil's Knife or Jevil's Tail? Life cannot exist without consuming. Even the moss drinks water. Perpetuate the cycle of existence. You ate the moss. Tastes mossy. Your HP was mossed out. Okay. Why is it tied again? It's all why do all my polls just tie? Should be fine. I will say now, regardless of how we end this chapter, whether we end it with a death or not, the end of chapter 1 will be the end of the stream. Because it's very hot. And as much as the fan is helping, and how fun of a time I'm having, I am time conscious right now, and I do have other things to do today. Oh, God. The Lancer bucket scene is a... What? No, it's I'm gonna choose to believe it's not. To hear that someone passed out from the heat doesn't surprise me. People have heat strokes a lot of the time. It's why the heat sucks. We need, as a country, just to build the infrastructure to handle hot weather, because global warming is happening, climate change is happening, and like the UK was once built for cold weather. It is still built well for cold weather, but air conditioning would just make it so that hot weather doesn't kill us all. Guys, I gave you extended time to avoid a tie. Why is the poll still tied? Okay, poll's not tied anymore. Devil's Knife becomes useless in Chapter 4 just a sec. Do you want to go that far? I mean, Devil's Tail also becomes kind of useless at that point. You're getting better items. You're getting items that have like more the equal amount of defense to Devil's Tail and still have better stats. At the end of the elevator scene is when I end the poll, so feel free to keep voting until then. This jail is pissing me off. I'm the original Star Walker. I've read the Homestuck thing you've mentioned, but I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see it and just ignore it for now because yeah. Okay, elevator scenes here. With just one vote difference, Devil's Knife has won the poll with 6 votes out of 11. Which is good for me, because I'm more used to doing this version of the fight quickly, rather than the Devil's Tail version. I don't think I'm going to read or watch Homestuck. I don't think it's for me. I'll just listen to the music and enjoy it. Let me just press that like that. Okay. Hi. Okay, let's make sure Rouse doesn't die here. Alright, here we go. I'm not reading it out because it's gonna hurt my throat. I don't need to hurt my throat before I'm going on a big adventure. $12.25 is Christmas. We are the holiday family. I mean, you say that, but also, like, Des is December. As in December holiday, as in Christmas. Which is why death is referred to with the numbers 1, 2, 2, 5. Maybe all use their accounts to try and find clues to what happened. That's possible. For the past 2 days, you've been sitting on a chair with a fan in front of you. I have been sitting on a chair without a fan in front of me and suffering. I have a fan right now. I didn't really have one until like yesterday. Hi. Could I offer you a mint in these trying times? Thank you. Damn, I forgot to give Susie a full equipment. Jeez, that would have been awful, wouldn't it? Okay. We now have the weapon. We can go and fight. We can go and start the Jevil segment. Ba-ba-da-ba-dum. There is one thing we have in Spain everywhere that you don't. Blinders in every window. Yeah, we have curtains here for a lot of windows. It's not like law to have like blinds on every window. So we can live like Nosferatu whenever this happens. Brilliant. I mean, some houses do have blinds, but not all of them. Hi. Tell me about Jevil. Thank you for the information on your Lord and Savior. I need to buy some more stuff. Hello. Your house is an oven? My room is an oven, because like I have very dark wallpaper. I have basically almost black curtains. They're very dark blue. And I have a blue blind as well for extra warmth and blocking out sunlight where my curtains can't. So my room is a furnace. Okay. So, the usual build. Chris, Spooky Sword, Dice Brace, Amber Card. Susie, Brave Axe, Amber Card, Iron Shackle. Rousey, Bragger, White Ribbon, Amber Card. Items, these two don't matter. Spin Cake, Choco Diamond, Heart Donuts times 3, Choco Diamonds times 2, Club Sandwich, Heart Donuts, Heart Donuts. Okay. Why do they call it oven when you in the cold food and out eat the hot food? I like how yours makes more grammatical sense than the original.
Chaos, chaos.
Good. Okay. Everything's going pretty well right now.
I can do anything.
Ah, frick. What the hell? I suck at this attack a lot. Take the risk.
I can do anything.
Okay. Shit. Shit. Good. Good damage. Okay. No every man this time, that's unfortunate, but it doesn't matter. What matters is we're doing well. Good. I think it's this one. Nah, I get more damage out of Root Busters just spamming it rather than thinking too hard. BOOM!
Metamorphosis.
Easy. Just like that. Jevil who? Hold on. Before anything, I will go back and get another cake. Just because. That's probably one of the best runs of Jevil I've had in a while. The Fraud Jester indeed. Okay, well it means I have to make the stream a bit longer now because we're going to fight King and get to the end of chapter 1. Take the elevator. The lift works. Someone built a lift that works. So nice. Okay, time to get the crown off. The possibility that Deltarune Chapter 5 release date will get revealed during Summer Games Fest. When is that? There she blows. Summer Games supposed to be held on June 5th. Okay, so I'll be back home by then. Okay, that was the main question. Like, is it this weekend or next weekend? Like, what? Okay. You feel it's gonna release on October 31st? I don't think they're gonna do that again. It'll be probably like, I imagine August probably. We'll just attack everyone. No need to talk, fight only. By the way, isn't Chaos King just an underrated banger all around? It's such a good song. Wow. You feel like because of Halloween? I mean, they released Chapter 1 October 31st, so there's that. Do you think that could have been foreshadowing too? The thing with Chapter 1 is that I think you could get away with something like that, like having a themed release date, because people aren't like desperately waiting for it, but like now it's like kind of up in the air. Ah, frick. Well, there we go. Okay, just gotta do all the stuff in the light world that's required, and then we can move on. There's also a kind of a thing that I'm going to talk about regarding a very strange criticism of Rudy Knight that I want to just bring up. But I'll bring it up like in a sort of thematic point. Right now it's thematic. But I want to bring it up at some point anyway, so we'll talk about it. Everyone's here. Even the guys we never met. Quiet people piss. Quiet people do piss. Loud people also piss, but quiet people piss. We need to remember that quiet people piss. Okay, so we'll get to the point soon. But before that, these guys spell out boob. You want your bosom? There it is. Enjoy it. Happy to provide quite the representation. Yeah. It's very important to provide that too. Look, guys, it's a very cool green fountain. Now it's blue. Now it's white. Rude Knight is the best non-supernatural knight candidate. I think Des is overall the best candidate, but that's if we're going with ghostly interpretation of the knight. If not, it doesn't work. I don't think the knight's a ghost. I've never thought the knight's a ghost. I thought the knight has always been a lightener who can physically do things. That's my personal interpretation. Let's go back tomorrow, shall we? That is also one of the piece of text you can't skip, which is also actually kind of important, to be fair. Okay. So I'm going to start. I'm going to go into the hospital. And we're going to talk about this. So, the biggest piece of criticism I see thrown at Rudy Knight is how we are never required to see him so far. 3 things. 1. Yes, we are. Because you are required to at least see him in church. Unless you're on the weird, you don't have to talk to him. But you are required to see him. Number 2. Asgore is not required to be seen until Chapter 4. And yet he is considered to be a major part of Chapter 5. So, there's that. And thirdly, you're kind of assuming that everyone's playing Deltarune like a speedrunner and just rushing all the way to the end when no. A lot of people are playing this like by talking to every NPC they can to get funny dialogue. So they'll find the lore. Be a second, my TV's doing a stupid thing. Well, okay. Oh. Reminder, stand up. Look at Azrael's special attack and the Roaring Knight's final attack. Yeah, they're pretty similar. But I just wanted to bring that up because it's kind of one of those things that like really annoys me. You just don't think that the vibes of the Knight match well with the vibes that Rudy provides. That's fair. I personally do think they match. I think they match in the sense that because I think I've always pictured Rudy as the fun-loving dad, providing sort of the less seriousness to Carol's very serious nature. So, personally for me, I see him as the kind of guy who would, like, do a lot of the things the Knight would. To me, the vibes fit. If Rudy was the Knight, then that would be an effing wheelchair. Not true. But sure. The illness is how we explain how the Knight does weird things like shape-shifting and that weird thing where they expose their heart. To be honest, you have no idea how any theory other than Rudy Knight could explain the literal black shard katana in Carol's room. Well, Carol Knight could. Yes, I will be your friend. What is our name? Guys? What is our name? It's a very serious question. What is our name? Are we Chris or are we Hippopotamus? All vote now. Any theory that has Carol in the conspiracy works also. Yeah. I always try for a night theory to use the minimum. I always try to say Chris is in on it, Carol's in on it, and whoever the night is in on it, right? It could just be Chris and Carol, which also works with Carol Knight. It could just be those two. Again, Rudy also still could work with Carol. But a lot of night contenders don't like consider Carol really, and that's kind of the thing that always is weird to me, I guess. It's been a minute, only 5 votes, but it's fine. Hippopotamus. Whole idea that Carol keeps the katana in death in her room is effing ridiculous. Kind of is. Alright, what's Onion's name, guy? Well, no. What's the creature's name? What are they called? Are they called Onion? Are they called Azrael II? Or are they called Beauty? They are not called Disgusting. Here, undead daughter, I've kept your katana all nice and polished for you. To be fair, Death isn't ever confirmed to be dead, she just said to be missing. Okay, we're getting more votes for this. Onion, Azrael II, or Beauty? Lots of Night theories don't consider that rivalry that the Night has with Susie. Yeah. Also, Rudy has beef with Susie, technically. He does say that lay a finger on her and I'll beat your ass. He does certainly say that. Okay. Bum ba dum bum ba dum bum. Bum 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 bum. Okay, a minute's gone. Azrael II wins with... Why are the percentages weird on that? It says 49%. It got 4 votes. You can't have 49% out of... Okay. Okay, alright. Well, last thing. I'm gonna end the stream. Just a reminder to everyone. I will not be streaming for the rest of the week because I will not be home for the rest of the week. I will not be at my setup. Chris? Why do you keep leaving and coming back? Would you like me to install a revolving door? Oh, oopsies. So yeah. So yeah, no stream rest of the week. I will be back next Wednesday with another clean out. And I will see you all then. Bye for now.